Hey everyone, our team is conformed by Grecia Cueneras, Artemisa Maya Galván, Celina Ochoa Melesio, Vanessa Serna Bojorquez, and me, Miguel Ángel Rodriguez Gámez. The topic we are going to talk about in this presentation is the image building and sales. To make this activity, we had to compare two different videos talking about this topic using like reference the TED Talk statements. The two videos that we use is these two one that you are watching right now. The first one was the 4-letter code to selling anything by Derek Thompson and the power of image to transform your life by Erin Mathis. First, we're going to talk about the similarities between two videos.
Both the speakers present having a great knowledge about the doctrine they were presenting.
Both videos try to convince you something to transmit confidence and experience in what they're going to do.
But had interaction with the public. They were conferences since they were not only dedicated to exposing but to provoking a relationship between the viewer and the topic that was being talking about.
Well, professionals talk about the fact that people are influenced by tendencies focusing on them or in the sense of familiarity. However, each one relates to the daily life.
They both mention that either by their own or social pressure, the human being is involved in a big series of internal conflicts, which can affect their way of dressing or even thinking. So, solving them strategically, they could have greater development as people, which will lead them to meet their objectives, from building a good image in their personal image to managing to sell whatever they want to do. Now let's talk about the difference between both videos.
The audience they were presenting for as one was addressing a college audience and the other was addressing another audience.
Image building, look for transmit confidence, creative and relevant in people out there, look for to convince people with their image look. In change, sales just look for convince people that by changing their personality, they will get greater benefits.
The language of the presentation, since the male speaker uses a language with scientific terminology, unlike the family speaker, will use a simpler language to make the subject easier to digest.
The exhibitors have different points of view on the concept of image. Since the man refers to the fact that people focus on family, mentioning that to be successful, you have to give them something original that is familiar to them. And the woman talks about the fact that you have to be original with your image and project something and not let yourself governed by other tendencies that doesn't make you feel about good of yourself.
Another difference was the presentation style. The men use an exposition style of telling an external story, like can be like a storytelling strategy, that in which he was following the story of one person in particular until he reached the point of reflection in the conference. In contrast to the woman who used her own personal life through graphic resources like images of she growing up to make it easier to understand the point she wanted to get to. What we can say about the relationship between these two videos and the type of presentation that we needed to understand by developing this activity was the point that in these cases, both speakers were trying to make the people understand then to provide the people and expose a good energy, confidence, and all the elements you need to have to make a great sale and presentation is have, first of all, confidence about yourself, being confident about what you're saying, and look confidence by your image, personal, mental, and most important, the way that you speak to the people, because that's the way that you are connecting to them. And that's the most important element in this type of presentation, the confidence. Thanks for your attention. And that's all for today. Have a really nice day.